I'm Andrew Siciliano with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Dak Prescott threw a touchdown, ran for another as the Cowboys held off the Chargers to wrap up Week 6, 20-17. Justin Herbert throws for 227 and a couple of scores, but he was sacked by Micah Parsons and threw a pick to Stephon Gilmore in the final 2 minutes to end it. Austin Eckler, back after missing 3 weeks with an ankle injury, ran for only 27 yards, caught 4 passes for 35. In other news, Raiders head coach Josh McDaniels says quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo avoided a major back injury after leaving in the second quarter of Sunday's win over the Patriots. Garoppolo's status for Week 7 in Chicago is up in the air. The Bears also with a quarterback question. Justin Fields' dislocated thumb on his throwing hand. Matt Eberflus says Fields doubtful for Week 7, would not rule him out. However, Tyson Bagent would be the next man up. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
There's a whole lot of savings going on now at Staples. During Staples Sit-a-thon, you can save up to $150 on select office and desk chairs. And when you buy a chair, you save 25% on desks, storage solutions, and office accessories. Plus, your local Staples now accepts Amazon returns. And when you return an Amazon order at Staples, you receive a coupon for $10 off your next $30 Staples purchase. Now is definitely the time to save at Staples. Share offer ends 10/28. In-store only. Exclusions apply on Amazon offer.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who specialize in saving the day and for the ones who've mastered the art of keeping business moving. We offer industrial-grade supplies for every industry with same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders, all backed by real people ready to help. So you can get the right answers and products right when you need them. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Welcome to my Tuesday. It is the 17th day of October, 2023. October just flying by. What can I say? When does the time change? Not till November. So we won't worry about it till then. And, well, Yuma, you don't worry about it at all. Yeah, Arizona got smart on that one. California has, several times pushed, let's do away with this daylight savings time stuff, and then ignore everybody's wishes. Go figure, huh? Anyway, so what's going on these days? Well, AM 1230 has learned Disney is planning a live-action remake of Bambi. Yeah, the remake without the shooting and death of Bambi's mom that was in the original movie. I think if you really want to make the new Bambi movie interesting, yeah, they'll give Bambi's mom an AR-15 and let her shoot back. Yeah, that would make it interesting. Oh, well. Let's see. And Apple's new iPhone 15 is out. Yeah. And if you're keeping score, the 15 in the new iPhone, yeah, the iPhone 15 stands for the average age of the person who made the device. Yeah, well, yeah. Hey, they got jobs, don't they? Okay. Have you ever wondered, we say when we'll give you the weather forecast, we'll say above normal temperatures will continue. So what is normal? I have no clue anymore. But according to the National Weather Service, normal high temperatures for the Imperial Valley right now is 90. We're going to be pushing 100. By the way, looking back, the record high temperature for this date occurred in 1959 of 104. The record cool high temperature, was 67. That was in 1971. I just thought you'd like to know. Okay, and back in 1948, there was over 3/4 of an inch of rain fell on this date. So whatever normal is, you got a clue there. Birthdays today. Happy birthday. We mentioned Gary Puckett of Gary Puckett in the Union Gap. He's 81. Actor Michael McKean is 76. Was he Lenny or Squiggy? I believe he was Lenny or Squiggy, one or the other. George, Norm, actor George Wendt is 75. Singer, comedian Bill Hudson of the Hudson Brothers, 74. Actor Grant Shaud is 63. Actor Wood Harris is 54. Singer Chris Kirkpatrick of NSYNC is 52. They're back. Eminem is 51. Actor Sharon Leal is 51. Actor Felicity Jones, 40. Actor Chris Lowell is 39. And actor DJ Daniels is 35. Local birthdays coming up.
We have a seat for your Friday night high school football game. Join Carroll, Buckley, and John Driffle at the 50-yard line for all the action. High school football on Kxo AM 1230 is brought to you by
La Fonda Bar and Grill in El Centro, Roto-Rooter serving the Valley, and the Central Union High School District.
We have happy birthday wishes today for Suzanne Martinez, Adam Avila, Cipriana Gill, Danny Villegas, Joy Caesar, Esther Murgia, Christopher Rubio, Kathleen Perez, Ruth McGee, Ricardo Servin, Alma Valenzuela, Joe Estrada, Ruben Camacho, Anthony Paul Leeds, Joey Medeiros, Salvador Quijas, and Jonathan Godwin. Happy birthday from KXO. And a new survey out. I love these surveys. It shows that Americans fall below international averages in basic problem solving, reading, and math skills. I don't blame the teachers. I blame Sacramento and Washington because, well, they haven't got a clue. Anyway, on the plus side, okay, we're still kicking everyone's butt when it comes to childhood obesity. Hey, you got to grab what you can and go with it, right? Oh, well. Coming up, we've got to look at world and California news, local news, sports, financial news, weather. Good stuff coming your way. And fasten your seatbelt, return your tray table to its locked position, your seat back to the full upright position, and we'll get started with a look at world and California news headlines brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist. Well, maybe we won't have that right now.
Saying they're only putting them up in public places. Flowers on the Hollywood Walk of Fame next to the star of actress Suzanne Summers, who died over the weekend. This woman brought some.
The thing that I remember the most was during the pandemic. She was always doing a live on Instagram, and it helped me through the pandemic because she was always so positive and cheery.
Summers died at her home in Palm Springs just shy of her 77th birthday after a long battle with breast cancer. Hollywood actors back on the picket line. Members of SAG-AFTRA back picketing yesterday after negotiations between the Actors Union and the major Hollywood studios fell apart again last week. Gas prices statewide averaging just under $5.59 a gallon, down 16 cents from last week. Jeff Scott, California News.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
CBS News Brief. Children among the victims being treated in hospitals in southern Gaza after Israeli airstrikes in areas where Palestinians were told to flee ahead of an expected ground invasion. The UN's Ravina Shamdasani.
We urge the Israeli forces to avoid targeting civilians and civilian objects or conducting area bombardments, indiscriminate or disproportionate attacks.
President Biden's getting set to fly to Israel. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer.
The five of us who went there, the five senators, are going to be on the phone this morning with the president, talking about every way we can do something to free the hostages.
Hamas believed to be holding almost 200 people. Police in Georgia have yet to catch up with 4 men who escaped from the Bibb County Jail in Macon yesterday. One was being held on a murder charge. Sheriff David Davis.
This is an all-hands-on-deck situation. We certainly want people to call in.
$1,000 rewards being offered for information. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
And World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialists.
3rd and 7 coming up for the Raiders. Throws, and he's got his tight end barrel. It's nothing but green grass in front of him. 10.
The Las Vegas Raiders are on FM 107.5.
Took a lick and spun out of it. It's a 27-yard pickup.
Don't miss any of the action as the Raiders contend for the AFC West title. Raiders football on FM 107.5 is brought to you by
Southwest Security Services, El Central RV Service Center, Brownie's Diner, and the Town Pump.
Raiders and the Bears, Sunday, starting at 9:30 on FM 107.5. It's World in, actually right now it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations in the Valley. Remember Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. The County Board of Supervisors meet today. George Gale has more.
It is their weekly meeting. During the meeting, the board will be updated on the Imperial County Enhanced Infrastructure Financing District study. The board will be asked to adopt a resolution adopting plans and specifications and authorizing public bidding for the Island County Sanitation District, wastewater plant, and collection system improvements. Social Services will ask for approval for 2 positions, and the district attorney will also seek approval to hire a deputy DA. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, October is National Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and you can be a hero for a cause. Yeah, that's the theme for the second Festival Against Domestic Violence. It'll be held Saturday on the Imperial County Superior Court grounds on Main Street in El Centro. Attendees are encouraged to dress as your favorite superhero. You know, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, George Gale. Anyway, there'll be free family games, food trucks, vendor booths, and entertainment. The event will run from 10 a.m. till 1 p.m., hosted by Woman Haven, a center for family solutions. And in other news, the Imperial Valley College nursing program is number 1. George Gale has more.
Of the 121 nursing programs in California, 50 were ranked. Of the 50 programs ranked, only Imperial Valley College, a licensed vocational nurse program, and the Annenberg School of Nursing in Reseda scored 100% in the evaluation. Associate Dean of Nursing and Health Technologies, Dr. Daniel Ortiz Jr., said this recognition highlights the efforts and academic preparation developed by their team to do what they do best. PracticalNursing.org ranked the California programs. The recognition comes on the heels of the recent Aspen Institute designation of IVC as the number 1 community college in the nation. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO Local News time is 7:43. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge. Heffernan Memorial Healthcare District has released comments on AB 918, the Assembly bill recently signed into law by the governor that creates the basis for one healthcare district in Imperial County. According to the Heffernan District statement, they say they're ready to take a key role in establishing the initial board for the Imperial Valley Healthcare District. The Calexico District says they will hold the clerical responsibility in the formation of the board. They said the new district will be made up of one member from the Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, one member from the Heffernan District, one El Centro resident appointed by the County of Imperial Public Health Director, a resident from Sealy or Ocotillo, or a county supervisor representing those areas appointed by the County Board of Supervisors, a tribal member appointed by the Kishan tribe, one member appointed by the City of Imperial, and one member appointed by the City of Holtville. That's it for page one of the local news. Page one of service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. You'll find a Quick Lane location at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Joliet Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane. They have a mobile van. It'll come to wherever you are in the valley.
Build your future at CET, the Center for Employment Training. CET has been serving farm workers since 1967. Grants are available so that farm workers and their children can attend at no cost. See if you qualify at cetweb.edu. Farm worker admissions. Enroll at any time. All programs can be completed in under a year. And job placement assistance and financial aid are available to those who qualify. Call 800-533-2519 or go to cetweb.edu. The future is in your hands.
Page two of the local news and weather brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. The Brawley City Council meets this evening. Here's George.
It will be held this evening. A meeting will begin with public comments. There will be a presentation on the possibility of annexing Rancho Los Lagos. Fire Chief Michael York will introduce the newest firefighters to the City Council. On the action agenda is a resolution to accept funding from the Building a Forward Library Facilities Improvement Program. They will discuss replacing the air conditioners at fire stations 1 and 2. They will discuss the planned pool rehabilitation project at the Lions Center as well. The council will consider a resolution to accept fiscal year 2023 Office of Traffic Safety Selective Traffic Enforcement Program grants, and they will consider a resolution to accept funding from the fiscal year 2023 Rural and Small Department Violent Crime Reduction Program. The meeting begins at 6 p.m. in the council chambers on Main Street in Brawley. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
An El Centro man was arrested after threatening an Uber driver. The rideshare driver called police at about 11:39 p.m. last night and reported that his passenger threatened him with a knife. When the passenger became upset that the driver would not take him to a different location. The passenger fled the area on foot, but police were able to locate him hiding under a car in the 700 block of Gale. The 50-year-old suspect was arrested and booked into Imperial County Jail on charges of brandishing a weapon. The rideshare driver was not injured. A reminder about Ross Avenue in El Centro. Here's George.
The city of El Centro says that Ross Avenue will be closed between 6th and 8th Street until October 23rd. Both east and westbound traffic will be closed. Detour signs are posted and alternate routes are recommended. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, it's the 4th annual Floating Pumpkin match at the El Centro Aquatic Center from noon till 4 p.m. Families invited to participate in the event. That event includes swimming, picking your own pumpkin and decorating it, and enjoying food from the vendors and more. And again, that will be October 28th from noon till 4 p.m. KXO News Time is 7:48.
My name is Sarah Griffin, and I'm the Executive Director of the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As a monthly donor, you can help the Imperial Valley Food Bank purchase food in bulk to meet the growing needs of the more than 25,000 people we serve each month at over 30 locations. Even small monthly gifts can go a long way in helping fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley. Please consider giving monthly by donating online at www.ivfoodbank.org.
The National Weather Service says well above normal temperatures will continue through Saturday as high pressure predominates across the desert Southwest. Near or record-breaking temperatures are possible. Cooler conditions are anticipated beginning on Sunday, with more substantial cooling by early next week as high pressure shifts eastward and is replaced by low pressure. 100 degrees our high yesterday, 66 the overnight low. Mostly sunny today with a high near 100. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 69. South wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming west. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 100. Southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north in the afternoon. And right now, downtown, 72 degrees, 38% relative humidity. Wind out of the west-northwest, 5 to 7, gusting up to 10 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather, presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
We're live here outside the Perez family home, just waiting for and there they go, almost on time this morning. Mom is coming out the front door strong with a double-arm kid carry. Looks like Dad has the bags. Daughter is bringing up the rear. Oh, but the diaper bag wasn't closed. Diapers and toys are everywhere. Ooh, but Mom has just nailed the perfect car seat buckle for the toddler. And now the eldest daughter, who looks to be about 9 or 10, has secured herself in the booster seat. Dad zips the bag closed, and they're off. But looks like Mom doesn't realize her coffee cup is still on the roof of the car. And there it goes. Oh, that's a shame. That mug was a fan favorite.
Don't sweat the small stuff. Just nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Learn more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
And right now, it's sports time. Sports time brought to you by the Imperial Valley. No, it's brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Major League Baseball, Twin Bill yesterday. The Rangers topped the Astros 5-4. The Astros, 2 errors didn't help them a bit. Game 2, the Rangers lead the series 2-0. Meanwhile, the Phillies beat up on the Diamondbacks 5-2. Philadelphia leads that series 1-0. And the Diamondbacks and the Phillies will play again today. Bryce Harper celebrated his birthday with a home run in that Phillies win in Game 1 of the NLCS.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, it was Monday Night Football on AM 1230 KXO, and the Cowboys, they snuck by the Chargers 2017. Once again, the Chargers snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. And elsewhere, Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson is probably going to miss the rest of the regular season as he undergoes shoulder surgery in the next week or so. Yeah, that according to the team. In sports elsewhere, Manhattan prosecutors have dropped one of the assault charges against Houston Rockets guard Kevin Porter Jr., acknowledging during Porter's hearing yesterday in Manhattan Criminal Court that he did not fracture his girlfriend's neck vertebrae during an alleged attack at a New York City hotel last month. And Tiger Woods has another world-class field for his Hero World Challenge in the Bahamas. Yeah, but it's still, so far, he's not among the field. Woods announced 19 players in the 20-man field for the first weekend of December. One open slot. Will that be the Tiger? Meanwhile, thousands of soccer fans were kept inside Belgium's National Stadium for about 2.5 hours yesterday after a game between Belgium and Sweden was abandoned at halftime because a gunman fatally shot 2 Swedish people in Brussels right before kickoff. We've got high school football coming up this week, Thursday night. Calexico will play Brawley in Brawley. Central will travel to Imperial. And that game with Mickey Dale, George Grahava on the KXO YouTube channel. We will join it in progress on AM 1230 at the end of the Thursday night football game. And then Friday, Kearney at Calapat, Vincent Memorial at Holtville, and John Driffel and I will journey to Blythe. Southwest will take on Palo Verde Valley. We'll be on AM 1230 and the KXO YouTube channel. That's sports brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
El Zarape Restaurant in Imperial is 100% authentic Mexican cuisine. Their extensive menu features traditional handmade Mexican dishes with nothing but fresh ingredients. El Zarape Restaurant has taken it over the top with their creative ideas like stuffed special quesadillas with carne asada, shrimp, or pollo asada. There are 17 different burritos. El Zarape Restaurant, 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Or call in your order at 760-355-4435. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
And financial news and the weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Spending at U.S. retailers continued to grow last month, a fresh sign that American shoppers aren't tapping out just yet. Retail sales, which are adjusted for seasonality but not inflation, grew 0.7% in September from the prior month. That's slightly below August's revised 0.8% gain. It marks the 6th straight month of growth. Spending grew across most categories last month, with sales at specialty stores advancing by the most by 3%. Online sales and car purchases also grew at a strong clip, both rising 1.1% in September above August. The 2 weakest sales categories last month were clothing and electronics. Compared to August, higher gas prices had a much lesser effect on retail spending in September. Speaking of that, oil prices rose above $91 a barrel yesterday as diplomatic efforts to address the crisis in the Middle East intensified, but slipped back later in the day, falling below $90 on reports that the U.S. was nearing a deal to ease sanctions on Venezuela. Prices dropped on Monday afternoon after the Washington Post reported that the U.S. and Venezuela had agreed to a deal that would ease restrictions on Venezuela's oil industry in exchange for a freer presidential election in the country next year. West Texas Intermediate, the U.S. benchmark, briefly rose to $87.98 a barrel compared to Friday's closing of $87.68. Still, investors are concerned the Israel-Hamas war could spark a wider conflict in the oil-rich region and further tighten global oil supplies. The Dow down 48 points right now, the S&P 500 off 9, and the NASDAQ down 58 points, gold up $2.80 an ounce, oil up 58 cents a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Mostly sunny today with a high near 100. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east this afternoon. Tonight, mostly clear. A low around 69. South wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming west. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 100. Southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north in the afternoon. We're holding at 72 degrees, 38% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 5, gusting up to 10 miles an hour at times. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Only 1 in 5 people with autism are employed, despite many having the skill set and desire to work.
Maybe it's because employers don't know what kind of jobs they can do. Like, what about a programmer?
That's a job for someone with autism.
How about a healthcare worker?
Yep. That is too. People with autism can do a lot of different jobs, but often get overlooked due to outdated stigmas. Introducing WIN by Autism Speaks. We help businesses lead the way in inclusive hiring.
What about a ranch hand?
To learn more, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO, El Centro, the Imperial Valley.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kathan. Israel with more punishing airstrikes in Gaza, and soldiers like Yuval Appelbaum are ready for possible action, a new phase in the response to the Hamas attack.
We have to sleep with our shoes on, with our uniform on.
CBS's Robert Berger in Jerusalem.
Israel is poised for a ground offensive with tanks and thousands of troops massed along the Gaza border, but it's widely believed that a ground assault won't begin until after President Biden's visit here tomorrow.
National Security Council spokesman John Kirby tells CBS Mornings the U.S. is involved in efforts to try to get humanitarian aid into Gaza.
We believe significant progress was made. There's nothing flowing right now, but we're confident, we're optimistic that situation will change soon.
An American official says Ukraine has used U.S.-provided long-range missiles against Russian forces for the first time in that war. In Washington, correspondent Scott McFarland says today could be the day Ohio's Jim Jordan is selected as the next Speaker of the House.
There's been a rapid coalescing around Jim Jordan. I spoke with one of his surrogates who said this is going to happen. It's going to happen in short order. So that surrogate was either optimistic or prophetic, because we've seen some of the congressmen and congresswomen who either equivocated about Jim Jordan last week or said they're not going to support him, announced they're going to support him.
The Georgia Bureau of Investigation is looking into the case of sheriff's deputies who shot and killed a black man during a traffic stop. Just 3 years ago, Richard Cure had been released from serving 16 years in Florida for an armed robbery he did not commit. WJAX reporter Alexis Clevenger.
Investigators say Cure got out of the car after the deputy asked, but stopped following orders after realizing he was under arrest. The report says Cure assaulted the deputy after being tased. Cure was then tased a second time, and that's when the deputy shot him.
They've been finalists before for the National Toy Hall of Fame, but did not get selected.
The Transformers War is here.
Transformers, Pez dispensers.
My little pony, my little pony.
My Little Pony, the Fisher-Price corn popper, and the pogo stick.
Is pogo sticking a fun sport?
Maybe not for Bullwinkle, but fans can vote on those toys that have come close but have not made the hall in Rochester, New York. The winner, along with other inductees, will be announced next month. Wall Street. Right now, the Dow is down 36 points. The S&P is down 10. This is CBS News.
You need to hire? Indeed is with you every step of the way, helping you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Dive into crime dramas on Pluto TV. Unravel the mysteries on CSI, Criminal Minds, and Blue Bloods. Plus, watch thousands of other crime movies and TV shows, all for free. Download Pluto TV on all your favorite devices and start streaming now.
Exergen thermometers are a top choice of medical professionals at highly ranked hospitals across the U.S. Accuracy matters, so make Exergen the chosen thermometer for your home and family. Available at Walmart and other participating retailers. Learn more at Exergen.com.
You're all set with your Medicare prescriptions, Mrs. Brown.
This is not just low-cost copays at Walgreens.
I can actually help you set up 90-day refills if you want.
This is having a partner you can trust. Get low-cost copays, 90-day refills, and delivery from your neighborhood Walgreens. This is being independent. Together. Walgreens.
Restrictions apply. For details, see walgreens.com/pharmacy.
Which big chain puts the fast in fast food?
Getting hangry and want your food fast?
Seasoned beef, warm nacho cheese sauce.
Head to Taco Bell. QRS Magazine's annual report ranks the chain as the fastest for drive-through orders for the third year in a row. Customers waited an average of a little more than 278 seconds for food. It's about 4 minutes. Carl's Jr. is second with 303 seconds of wait time. KFC third. QRS found the longest drive-through wait at Chick-fil-A, where it's an average of 7 minutes. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Amazon, Glassdoor, Trustpilot, and the travel companies Expedia, Booking.com, and TripAdvisor are launching a new group called the Coalition for Trusted Reviews. It's a platform designed to root out fake reviews. Some are the work of brokers who pay for them. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
He's looking for a microphone. He looks all confused. And I think if he ever gets a microphone, we'll be able to talk to him because he's waving his arms. There's been something gone wrong here for just an instant.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.